it in the 14th century, and it didn't make its way to the U.S. until the 20th century. What did people do before then? Well, after unleashing the four horsemen of the apocalypse on their poor toilets, early Americans would grab pretty much anything that was closest to clean up with. A favorite, however, was a dried corn cob.
What the frick?
Hopefully nobody got their dinner mixed up. Further back in history, the ancient Greeks preferred rubbing their rears with stones or ceramic fragments. Some pieces of ceramic have even been found inscribed in people's names. Historians reckon people did this to very literally soil the name of somebody they didn't like. Imagine walking into someone's house and finding their toilet paper has your face all over it. There'd be a lot of questions.
I would just take the toilet paper.
Forming instrument ever has to go to the ancient Romans, though. As well as having communal toilets that offered zero privacy, they also shared sponges on sticks. That's right, the crazy crappers all picked from a bowl of soiled sponges to dab their derriere with. Alright, so they dumped it in a bucket of salt water or vinegar between uses. But I don't think that would get past hygiene officials there. Mercifully, we now live with the joy of soft, clean toilet paper.
Yes, it's very nice.
Then again, you'll never know what it looks like. Radical rays. When you think of X-rays, you probably picture some big machines in hospitals. And yet, following their discovery and development in 1895, by the German engineer and physicist Wilhelm Röntgen, the radioactive ray machines also became common in shoe stores. You see, you're not safe with the voice and I can do it. I am safe.
I live to break free. Regan, can you skip the ad? Regan, can you skip?
Thank you. You see, during the First World War, X-rays weren't just used to examine wounds. The U.S. military also used them to ensure soldiers' boots were the correct fit. After the war, the technology was adopted to fit inside a strange device called a shoe-fitting fluoroscope. And by the 1920s, both Britain and the U.S. used the fanciful fluoroscopes. The name might sound like something out of Harry Potter, but this weird wooden cabinet used science, not magic, to check how well your shoes fit. Before committing to a purchase, potential customers slid their shoe-clad feet into the fluoroscope. Then, with the flick of a switch, X-rays were beamed through from the device, and the resulting image popped up on a screen. The novelty of seeing the inside of your foot made the fluoroscopes very popular, and they were a mainstay of shoe stores for years. As we now know, though, too much exposure to X-rays can cause major problems. I mean, swapping blisters for radiation poisoning and even cancer doesn't sound like a great trade-off. As X-rays became better understood, the fluoroscopes were steadily banned throughout the U.S. However, as late as 1970, there were still 17 states that allowed them. I'll stick with feeling if my shoes fit or not. Thanks. Automobiles. Though cars are our preferred mode of transportation nowadays, they're only a relatively recent invention. Back in 1886, German engineer Karl Benz brought the first iteration of the vehicle to the market. Benz's company would later merge with another German automobile manufacturer, Daimler, and produce the iconic brand Mercedes-Benz. However, the first car ever was significantly less high-powered than the modern Mercedes. Imaginatively named the 1886 Benz patent motor wagon, it had 3 wheels, was powered by light petrol and water, and hit top speeds of 10 miles per hour.
That's not that.
Compared with the world's fastest car today, the Bugatti Chiron, which in 2019 hit a lightning-fast speed of 304 miles per hour, And Benz's OG motor car looks like a toy. Speed isn't the only impressive advancement for car film. A recent trial in the British city of Cambridge sent 3 auto shuttles on a driverless ride. The crazy vehicles use an array of sensors, laser scanners, and cameras to build a 3D map of the environment that enables them to maneuver through it accident-free all on their own.
That would be nice for your car, so you could just sit back.
The future might be here sooner than you think. That's certainly fuel for thought.
That'd be very nice. You just don't have to just a GPS in your car.
Well, if you lived in the Middle Ages, you would have acted differently. That's because back then, clothing makers bathed their fabrics in stale leaves. Yes, you heard that right. Urine, after being left for a week or two, decomposes and produces a pungent gas called ammonia. Despite smelling like a public toilet, the substance is actually an incredibly effective cleaning product. In medieval England, cloth makers spun wool into fabric, but were initially left with a greasy, unwearable material. Their solution? Shamelessly going from door to door asking for as much woo as the occupants could give. Okay, I am never complaining about work again. At the end of this dire day, the mass of tea was poured into big cups and left until it became stale. Then, once ready, the dirty woven wool was dumped into the teapots. Finally, it was the joyless job of the fuller to stand in the stinky, wind-soaked mess and tramp their bare feet up and down in a disgusting process that often took all day. This pressed the ammonia into the fabric, degreasing it and picking up a rancid stench.
Doesn't that mean that you would have to put your feet in it?
Way back in ancient Rome, people used urine to bleach their clothes and, wait for it, their teeth too. Geez. Thankfully, due to the wonders of modern science, we produce ammonia in special plants now using natural gas. So we don't have to rely on bodily waste. All those celebs with their shiny white teeth wouldn't be smiling so much if they had to, get them the old-fashioned way. Space can. Space has fascinated us since the dawn of time. So it's no surprise that when the first widely available camera was invented in 1839, the inventor, Frenchman Louis Daguerre, was quick to snap a photo of the moon. Unfortunately, this historic photo was lost when Daguerre's laboratory burned down later that year. But we do have this picture, taken in 1840 by John William Draper, the oldest image of the moon in existence. 150 years later, NASA launched the Hubble Space Telescope in 1990, which changed space photography forever. Instead of relying on images taken from Earth, we can now take pictures from space itself. In 1994, the European Space Agency's Faint Object Camera took this image of Pluto from the Hubble Space Telescope. Not very impressive, right? That's because, although Hubble was closer to Pluto than Earth is, the dwarf planet is still 2.7 billion miles away. So to have captured anything of it is a feat in itself, which makes this photo of Pluto, taken 11 years later in 2015, all the more incredible. The pic was snapped from NASA's New Horizons spacecraft, launched in 2006, which, after 9 long years of traveling, got within an insane 7,800 miles of Pluto's surface. That's 346,000 times closer than Hubble got. Appropriate spacecraft thrusters hadn't been developed at the time Hubble was launched, whereas by 2006, technology had advanced far enough to fit New Horizons with 16 thrusters, allowing it to travel much farther and faster. Knowing that, the difference between the two images is pretty understandable. Man, this is really putting my Instagram profile to shame. Zapping habit. If you get a headache, popping a couple of pills is usually enough to keep the pain at bay. However, painkillers like paracetamol and ibuprofen weren't readily available until as late as the 1950s and 60s. In ancient times, without modern medicine, doctors turned to more shocking solutions. The ancient Roman physician Scribonius Largus recommended the use of electric black torpedo fish to cure symptoms of a headache. After placing the aquatic animal on the sufferer's head, he would start zapping them with 50 volts of electricity at a time. And it worked. The electricity wasn't strong enough to cause harm and actually numbed pain. The only downside was having to, wear a wet, living hat that electrocuted you. Luckily for us, the practice is as dead as old Scribonius. However, the concept of using electrical shocks to soothe pain is as alive as you and I. Scientists studying the phenomenon at the City College of New York attached electrodes to the heads of migraine sufferers and sent mild shocks through them. After repeated sessions, they found the duration and intensity of their migraines was reduced by almost 40%. We're not entirely sure why it works, but the electricity may release neurotransmitters in the brain which relieve pain. And if you want to try it out yourself, there's no need to learn to fish. You can buy electrically charged headbands now, provided you have a cool $300 to spare. I'll probably just stick to paracetamol. Thanks. The vehicular vacuum. Vacuuming really sucks, right? But the predecessor to the vacuum didn't suck at all. It blew. Back in 1901, British engineer Hubert Cecil Booth saw a demonstration for a dust-blowing machine that was supposed to clean train carriage carpets. All it really seemed to do, though, was throw the dust somewhere else. Rightly convinced that suction would be far superior, Booth came up with the first ever vacuum cleaner. Nicknamed the Puffing Billy, the vacuum was so enormous it had to be towed by horses. For a fee, the cleaner arrived outside your house, and then long hoses were fed through your windows. Once the machine was turned on, a petrol-powered motor sucked air and dirt from inside the house and down through the hoses. The dirt was then filtered into a clear glass chamber on the side of the machine. Locals outside often stood and marveled at how much had been collected. But to hire a Puffing Billy just once cost £20. About the same as a junior year's entire yearly salary, and the equivalent of over $3,000 today. Despite starting as a luxury only the elite could afford, as time went on, vacuum cleaners became far cheaper and a lot smaller too. However, while not powered by electricity, the modern vacuum still follows much of the same design principles as Booth's original Puffing Billy. I bet he was glad he didn't leave that idea to collect dust. Cloning around. To me, cloning still sounds like the kind of thing that only exists in sci-fi movies.
What?
But unbelievably, this could happen in real life
Oh.
over 100 years. In 1902, German scientist Hans Dreitz created the first clone by splitting a salamander embryo into two and growing a pair of identical lizards. Today, a watch often does far more than just tell time. Smartwatches can tell you the weather, your pulse, and even work as phone. However, the concept of a smartwatch was first marketed back in 1984.
It's not that much of a Rudolph nose. It looks cute.
Some kind of wrist-mounted super weapon. But its actual functionality was a little less flashy. For almost $800 in today's money, You could snag yourself a device that not only told the time, but also let you make shopping lists. Oh yes, the watch itself was clunky but did the job. With basic time, stopwatch, and alarm settings. However, by connecting it to the UC2100 keyboard, you unlocked a whole wealth of options. Okay, I lied a bit. It basically let you type notes and use a calculator. But wait, there's more! The ultimate extension, the UC2200, transformed the watch into a mini computer.
Elena, her hair is growing so beautifully.
Oh my god, I'm happy you gave her that haircut. Print out your work using the built-in thermal printer, although the printer drained the battery-powered system pretty fast, and it could only print receipt-sized pieces of paper.
So you guys are at the hotel?
Using it to write your next novel. Almost 40 years after the Seiko UC2000, compact, touchscreen watches with a gazillion uses dominate the market.
Who's with Chris?
Sure, they're a lot more powerful, but they might not even exist if it wasn't for this old timer. Terrible twice. I don't know about you, but
I just pushed it.
for granted. Because I have always been
Microwave
person back in medieval Europe, the
you
office
can't
was a
see
class
way.
that used rooms
Damn
known
phone,
as
baby.
descended down the side of the castle and ended in either a pit or the moat. Without a plumbing
Bonk,
system,
bonk.
it was the unenviable job of so-called gar farmers to
Bonk.
dig out the smelly, gross mess from the bottom and take it away from the castle. In fact, the garter robes smelled so bad that people used to store their clothes in them because the pungent stench kept material-munching moths away. This is where the name comes from. Garter is French for keep, and robe refers to clothes. Mercifully, modern toilets don't smell as terrific thanks to the development of sewer systems. Waste is now disposed of through your sunken toilet pipe and sent underground through drains and sewers. From there, it's taken to water treatment stations, where solids are separated from liquids and collected for fertilizer. The remaining liquid is passed through waste-eating bacteria, and finally, the clean water is returned to our rivers and seas. If only your cleaning routine was so thorough. Profiting off pregnancy. Disposable pregnancy tests are not only incredibly useful, but cheap and widely across the globe. So what if I told you that there
We will let no one do. How cute is way.
I see a book. Tommy, please don't hurt yourself anymore, bro.
See, when a woman is pregnant, the key has a reproductive hormone called human chorionic gonadotropin, or HCG, which is what the modern pregnancy test picks up. Back in 1927, however, this was only a theory until German gynecologists Selmar Aschheim and Bernard Zondorf injected women's urine into immature female mice. They found that if the woman was pregnant, the hormone elicit a reproductive response in mice, made visible by a dot of blood on the rodent's ovaries. By checking for that blood, they could reliably tell if someone was pregnant or not.
Alright, baby, could you
The
FaceTime me
procedure
when
was
you're by
undeniably
Chris?
cruel to the poor mice, but
Alright,
at
I
least
love you.
paved the way for the more ethical method we use today.
Bye, Buggy, I love you.
Testing for
Bye.
pregnancy wasn't always this scientific, though. A few hundred years ago, in the 16th century, tea profits were a common way to see if you were expecting. Women came to these mystical figures and gave them samples of their urine, which the prophet
Alright,
would
love you
inspect.
guys.
If he claimed to see tiny living creatures within the liquid, the woman was announced pregnant. The pea prophet might also test to see if the urine rusted a nail or changed the color of a leaf. Unsurprisingly, there's no scientific evidence to back any of this up. Ladies,
Bye.
if you've ever seen any little men prancing around in your pee, do let me know down in the comments below. Then please
That's
call back.
all for today. Goodbye.